AKA here from GF7FIT. Today we're talking about the squat versus the deadlift. So a lot of people, especially a lot of my clients that I've worked with, when I ask them to do a deadlift, the first thing they try to do, they try to squat the weight, which is not, it's not functional, because the deadlift is not a squat and the squat is not a deadlift. So what we want to do, we want to make sure when we're doing the deadlift, we're doing the actual moves of the deadlift. But before we get started with this video, so that's going to be squat versus deadlift, go ahead, if you can, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, that we get all the notifications. I want to get more subscribers, but I appreciate every subscriber so far. Thank you very much. Okay, so first of all, I want to get into the deadlift. The deadlift is a posterior chain driven exercise. This means that you're primarily hitting those hamstrings. You even get a little bit of calves if you want to get technical, but not much. More hamstrings. You want to feel the hamstrings, you want to feel the glutes. You don't really want to feel your lower back. At first, when you first start doing the deadlift, you will feel your lower back at first, because the lower back is just not strong enough. A lot of men and women who suffer from lower back pain, it's because you've ignored the strengthening exercises. You're trying to get too fancy with the workouts. You got to do functional exercises. And the deadlift is indeed a functional exercise. So I'm going to put the pictures up here of the exercise, of the muscles you're working. And I'm going to put arrows on them. So you'll hear my voice, but I'm going to cover the whole screen so you get a good shot of the muscles. So these first muscles here are the hamstrings. Yes, there are 3 hamstring muscles. And you want to work this when you're working the deadlift. Okay, so you want to make sure you feel the hamstrings during the deadlift. You see the arrows there? Those are the muscles you're working. All right. Other muscles you're working as well are the glutes. The glutes are super functional muscles that you want to make sure you have them strong. And so those are the glute muscles there. You're working those glute muscles and you're trying to get them stronger. And the deadlift will indeed get these muscles stronger. And you're also working what's called your stabilizer muscles, the core muscles. People are like, I want to work my core, I'm going to do sit-ups. And that's right, sit-ups will hit the core, but not the deadlift will really get your core. If you have to lift somebody up, if you're a caregiver, or you got to do these type of exercises, are really gonna help you. All right, so that's the deadlift. It's a hinge. If you have trouble doing that hinge movement, I highly recommend some hamstring flexibility exercises. Also some hip opener exercises that I do with my clients. Everybody who comes with me, I show them how to do the deadlift. Definitely, everybody can deadlift, even people who have a lot of knee pain. If somebody has a lot of knee pain, I'll have them do deadlift twice a week. I won't have them do the squats, or I'll have them do squats like off of a bench or off a high plyo box. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Because I work with a big range of people from 15 to 95, and a lot of my clients who are over 70 years old, they're not gonna get in those squat positions, but they can still benefit from a higher squat, just not going that low. So that's the deadlift. All right, now we're gonna go to the squat. So the squat has to do a little bit more balance, a little bit more front of the body oriented. So you're really gonna hit the quads. The quads, those are 4 muscles. You can see them on the screen here. So you have 4 muscles. I'm not gonna give you all the scientific names because you're not in college. I don't wanna bore you with that. But you are working those muscles when you're working the squats. Primarily, anytime you extend the knee, you're gonna work those quads. So leg extensions at the gym are working quads. Not as functional, because when in your life are you sitting down with your knee fixed and you're just extending the leg up like that, you're sitting down and then you got to bring your leg up. It's not really a functional exercise. There's no time in the day when you're doing that. So you're better off doing a functional exercise like the squat. So the squat's hitting the quads, hitting more abdominals, right? Also hitting the back muscles. Not hitting as much hamstrings as people think. They are working some hamstrings. They are working some glutes, but the only time you really hit the glutes in the squat, if you go really low, they call them ATG. Okay, I'm not gonna say, what that stands for, but if you're gonna Google ATG, you can go ahead and do that. That means when you go parallel, you're going way below parallel, and from that movement all the way down to about parallel, going back up, you really activate those glutes. That's when you're getting that glute involved. The only other way you can really get the glutes involved in squats, if you go really super wide and you do sumo squats. A lot of people can't handle that really wide stance, and so we're gonna hit your hip adductors, the adductors. And if I can find those muscles, I'll put them on the board so you know what I'm talking about, and hit it with the arrow. All right, so that's the squat. You can do a bunch of different squats: barbell squats, kettlebell squats, dumbbell squats, goblet squats, But anytime you extend the knee, it's going to work the quad. And you're going to work a little bit more abdominals in the squat. So again, the squat is not a deadlift. The deadlift is not a squat. All of my clients can all do some type of deadlift, but not all of my clients can squat. Definitely, if you don't have the mobility to do the barbell squat and get the barbell way behind you, or you don't have the flexibility in your shoulders to do the front squat, it's gonna be a long day at the gym and a frustrating day at the gym. The least thing I wanna do is frustrate my clients. I'm trying to build confidence, right? And my number one thing as a strength coach is not to get you injured. How good are you if you're injured, right? So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build you up, your confidence, slowly but surely. You know, if you haven't been lifting weights in 5 years, 10 years, 15, and all of a sudden you're gonna get into the gym and you're gonna look good in 2-3 months, it's not gonna happen. It's not realistic. Give yourself a year. Right now it is April the 7th of 2024. Think about something next summer of 2025. If you're strength training twice a week, 3 times a week, don't overdo it. Don't start saying I'm gonna get in the gym and do 5-7 days a week. You're not, because your track record has shown you're not. Do twice a week. Do 3 times a week strength training, and do cardio once or twice a week, and start watching what you eat, and you'll see big differences. Okay? Hopefully this helps you and this makes sense. Again, Eddie G, GF7FIT. If you like what you're watching, give me that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. Hit that little bell so you get all the notifications. You know, I do like to do videos like these. I call these the vlogging videos. I give little tips. I show the muscles. I try to motivate, educate, you know, and get you ready. And if you need a good routine, go to www.gf7fit.com. I'm running the best specials right now for the spring, and also I'll beat anybody's price in town. I mean, if you compare me, my credentials with anybody else, everybody else is gonna charge you $120 an hour. Right now I'm doing way better than that. I'm giving you way better deals than that. So go to the website, book your appointments today. Again, I appreciate all my subscribers, and look out for the next video in a few days, and I'm uploading shorts 2-3 times a week. And so thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. On to the next video. Thank you very much, and have a good one.